It's completely changed my life. Coming out of the military, the plan was to pursue school and become a firefighter from there, and I did that. But I always had in the back of my head that kind of CrossFit was what I wanted to do as a career some way or another. I didn't know how I was going to make that happen, but I spent a couple of years as a firefighter, and my wife finally gave in and decided that she'd be willing to open a gym, and we ended up moving back to her hometown in Gilroy actually, and opened a gym there just about 6 months ago. So now CrossFit is literally all I do. The mental side of CrossFit is really what separates people from the top level athletes to the athletes that are almost right there, or the people that think that they want to be a top level athlete but they're not there. It's usually, you can find people that are willing to put in the work and are willing to work out a ton, and it's fun to be at your gym every day, day in and day out, and it's fun to be, working out with your buddies all the time and stuff, but really, are you willing to take yourself to a really bad, crappy place almost every single time that you work out? And that is hard to do, and it wears down on you a lot. My goal with what's going on right now with me and CrossFit is to show people that it's not all about, you don't have to be this like highly sponsored athlete that's getting all this money and making all this money and owns like 15,000 whatevers, cars and homes and stuff like that. I think a lot of people are starting to get into CrossFit because they're starting to see sponsorship deals, and they're starting to see fame, and they're starting to get on ESPN, and all this kind of stuff is happening. And to me, I get stoked when I get, people that say, hey, dude, I watched you do this one workout, and it was I just got so inspired. I went home and I did it myself, or people emailing me and asking for, advice on how to become a firefighter, or hey, I want to open up my own gym. How do I do that? And I want people to understand that you can be a normal person too, and do CrossFit and enjoy yourself, and you don't have to be some superhuman freak, you know what I mean? I want people to know that you can have a life too, I think, that's important. You can enjoy yourself and you can have a life, and it doesn't have to be all 100% of the time about CrossFit. I think people get very sucked into, CrossFit, that's all I do, and I'm gonna be the guy in the corner counting my 5 macadamia nuts while everybody else is drinking beers and stuff like that. And I think 20 years down the line, I want people to see me as a normal person, who just so happens to be good at CrossFit. Not as some freak who spends, hours and hours and hours working out and I can never be like that guy and stuff. I want people to look at me and go yeah, I could be like Wes. He's a normal dude and he seems normal, I guess.